Hello, my name is Yixuan Wang, and today I will talk about the application progress of miHoYo Stream, creating a virtual world that everyone is willing to live within 10 years. miHoYo Network Technology Limited Company is a Chinese video game development and publishing company. This company is founded in 2011 and has created a bunch of popular games such as Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Honkai Impact, and Zenless Zone Zero. In addition to producing games, miHoYo has also created lots of products like comics, music, and merchandise. With the development idea of something new, something exciting, and something out of imagination, miHoYo has announced their vision of creating a virtual world in which 1 billion people worldwide are willing to live by 2030. When I first saw this plan on their website, I had a question immediately, which is that, how can miHoYo achieve this vision? What progress this company has already made and what is still needed for further development? Then I decided to study on one of this company's products, Genshin Impact, which is also the game I have played for 2 years to find out the answer to my question based on the pros that can contribute to make Genshin an attractive, immersive, and enjoyable virtual world, and cons that I think Genshin can improve to make a further progress toward miHoYo Stream with the application to this game. Genshin Impact is a free action role-playing game produced by miHoYo and published through multi-platform by Cognosphere HoYoverse in both China and worldwide. It is an anime-style game with open-world environment, action-based battle system using elemental magic and character switching. The main storyline of Genshin Impact takes place in a fantasy world called Tivat, which is the home to 7 nations, and it follows the traveler and his or her guide, Paimon's journey on the land of Tivat for finding the lost siblings. First, I want to focus on game mechanism. Genshin has lots of natural reactions in the world environment that is similar to reality. For example, player can use Cryo, ice skills to freeze the river to walk on it, use Pyro, fire skills to cook, can be hit by lightning, can die if falling from a high place, and can lose strength when climbing and swimming. Genshin also has a unique combat system of using the reaction of elemental powers. Each character has different skills with different element powers, and players can switch characters when having the combat to make those elemental reactions. For example, using animal wind skill to gather the enemy and spread fire, using hydro water and electro thunder electricity reaction to enhance the power of attacking. Then I would like to compare Genshin Impact with The Legend of Zelda: Tears of Kingdom because starting from 2020, there has always been a public opinion about Genshin Impact copy Zelda on many aspects, including player mechanisms, which I personally don't agree with. However, with them both being an action RPG game, I think it is very meaningful to make a comparison between these two games. Genshin Impact focuses on cultivating different characters and the action-based elemental power combat, while Zelda focuses more on the gameplay method of surviving and building skills of the main character. Comparing with Zelda, Genshin has no mount function, no complex building function, and no creative use of weapons. In Genshin, each character has a fixed move when using the weapons. However, the game focuses more on the skill combinations and the pairing of different characters. So for future developments on game mechanism, Genshin can focus on adding more elements, more close to reality, but good to remain fantasy style. Is specifically expanding new gameplay methods such as adding paths, mount, scenery viewing mode, which is already in progress based on my experience during the newest map exploration. More reality-like, natural reactions, creative mode where players can build their own things using the tools they found when exploring the map. Secondly, I want to focus on player interaction aspect. Genshin has an appropriate translation of languages so that for non-Chinese players, it remains the essential core of game culture and keeps the players to be interested in entertainment and consumption of the game. Using English as an example, Genshin uses domestication as the main focus and foreignization as a supplement to reach a proper interchange between the two languages. It uses paraphrase when no alternative expressions can be found. For example, 欲买桂花同载酒，
只可惜故人，何日再见呢？
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
It also uses transcreation when there is alternative expressions, and use transliteration for personal names and place names translations. However, like other RPG games, the character behaviors in Genshin are also limited. Most of the characters, including NPCs, can only make a few preset moves. Genshin is also unable to have real-time voice chat with other players through internal game channels. So for future development, I think there is space for Genshin to improve and apply more advanced human action generating models into the game. There is already novel framework provided by researchers that only giving one action, the model is able to generate human-like action sequences that can be used to design non-player control characters to reinforce game engagement. However, whether this framework can apply to other RPG games is still unknown. I believe that miHoYo is able to have the technology and to put this into the game one day, which will definitely boost the immersive experience of players, which lead to a further progress of achieving their dream. Also, Genshin can include real-time voice chat as an option when playing in multiplayer mode, so players can communicate more efficiently, which satisfies another important part in order to live in this virtual world, communicating. Lastly, I want to talk about the culture in Genshin, which combines a variety of art forms and also with the content as the epitome of human society. First, the background setting of 7 nations in Genshin's worldview is based on real-world countries or continents, so as the maps. And now there are 5 nations that have already implemented into the game, specifically Mondstadt, which is medieval Western Europe, Liyue, which is ancient China, Inazuma, which is Edo Japan, Sumeru, which is the integration of Persia, India, and Egypt. And finally, Fontaine, which is France during the Industrial Revolution. In addition, the design of character costumes also included culture elements from different nations, so as the background musics. Research has shown that there is an increasing number of foreign players exploring the Chinese culture in the game, which illustrates that the cross-culture acceptance has greatly achieved by Genshin, and imply that Genshin has already becoming an excellent tool for cross-culture communication these days. Genshin's success in international acceptance suggests that no matter at home or abroad, there is a higher possibility for players to be motivated by the culture in the game, and thus keep motivating to play the game, which is a big progress towards miHoYo's dream. Therefore, for further development, I'm very excited to see the implementation of the last 2 nations, and I hope that Genshin can have more expression and performance that shows the diversity and beauty of different cultures. With everything I have addressed, using Genshin as the support, my answer to the question I have made at the beginning is that miHoYo is already on the journey of creating a virtual world that people worldwide are willing to live in. Although there is still a long way to go, I still believe that if it is miHoYo, this is an achievable dream within the time limit by 2030. Wish all the waiting for this virtual utopia worthwhile. I look forward to Genshin and miHoYo's journey on achieving this dream, as well as the day when this dream comes true.